Soulja Boy tough. Hey, I got this new dance for y'all called the Soulja Boy. Just gotta punch, then crank back 3 times from left to right. Soulja Boy, I been it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soulja Boy? That Superman? That now why me crank that Soulja? 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 Now what? Soulja Boy, I been it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soulja Boy? That Superman? That now why me crank that Soulja? 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 Now what? Soulja Boy, been it. Why me lean that? Why me rock? Superman? That yeah, why me crack that Robocop? Super friend, now why me jocking on them, hate them, man. When I do that Soulja Boy, I lean to the left, then crank that thing now. I'm jocking on you, And if we get the fight, then I'm coming, You catch me at your local party, yes, I crank it every day. Haters get mad, cause I got me some bathing days. Soulja Boy, I been it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soulja Boy? That Superman? That now why me crank that Soulja? 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 Now what? Soulja Boy, I been it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soulja Boy? That Superman? That now why me crank that Soulja? 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 Now what? I'm bouncing on my toes. Why me super soak that? I'ma pass to A-Rab and he gon' crank it up for sure. Haters wanna beat me, Soulja Boy, I'm the man. They be looking at my neck, saying it's the rubber band, man. Why me do it? Damn, let get to it. No, you can't do it like me, though. So don't do it like me, folk. I seen you try to do it like me, man. That damn was ugly. Soulja Boy, I been it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soulja Boy? That Superman? That now why me crank that Soulja? 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 Now what? Soulja Boy, I been it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soulja Boy? That Superman? That now why me crank that Soulja? 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 Now what? I'm too fresh, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me crank that Roosevelt and super soak that? Super soak that. Super soak that. Super soak that. Super soak that. I'm too fresh now. Why me shuffle? Why me crank that Soulja Boy? Now Superman. 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 Soulja Boy, I been it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soulja Boy? That Superman? That now why me crank that Soulja? 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 Now what? Soulja Boy, I been it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soulja Boy? That Superman? That now why me crank that Soulja? 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 Now what?
Yeah, I hear you niggas. Stevie Wonder though, man. I don't view you niggas though. Move money.
I hear them calling me. Will I answer? Answer. I see them chasing me. Will I run from them?
Chasing me, man.
Run from them.
Run, man.
I hear them calling me.
Real niggas gon' stand.
Will I answer? Answer.
Yo.
I see them chasing me. Will I run from them? Run from them.
Bueno, nigga. Hey, you, I
hear you niggas calling, but I ain't got shit to say. Disrespect, no loyalty, man, these niggas fake. These niggas cheats, these niggas, they ain't really street. Everybody bueno, but niggas ain't really me. Hip-hop, politics, industry, turn circus. Label signing niggas, then wait till they get murdered. Man, I'ma blow my yoke, but then dose the whip in a circle. My life like a movie, nigga, no commercial. And I unload that Uzi, nigga, no rehearsal. Cup your bitch, or I just might walk her, no Herschel. Everybody want guap like nigga, who don't? I seen a nigga get a meal 9 months, he was broke. 9 months after that, he was selling dope, and I was in the O with knowledge on E14. I was raised, get the dough, shots fired, hit the flow. Me and Cream Stockton and Malone, nigga, pick and roll.
I hear them calling me. Will I answer?
Tell me,
Answer.
will I answer that?
I see them chasing me.
Niggas chasing me, man?
Will I run from them?
Oh, nigga, the fuck you.
Run from them.
Niggas don't run.
I hear them calling me.
The gang got
Will I answer?
I've been bracing a nigga.
Answer. I see them chasing
Sorta
me.
like the mob, man.
Will I run from them?
It's only one way in.
Run
Roof
from
money,
them.
one way out. How the fuck I'm gonna be hungry and humble and stay focused? Slept one time around niggas is buenos noches. Niggas view my shows on these flyers and all these posters, then come to the club and view everybody with me toting. Real niggas solid, bras act off emotion. A lot of real niggas landed in Folsom off they devotion. We in a recession, man, economy is open. Everybody wanna be players, well I'm coaching. Nah, matter of fact, I'm the owner. I went and got a business license at 20 years old. Finesse in the game, a young Steinbrenner, man. I'm Jordan for the NC2As, making that game winner. Don't hate, just let me fly, nigga. Imagine nobody in the music industry wanted to sign Jigga. In the hood, I'm a star, that's my repertoire. Right now I'm feeling like Tip before the weapon
I
charge.
hear them calling me. Will I answer?
Availability, man. I'm always
Answer.
available. You understand me?
I see
A wise man
them
shows
chasing me.
it's always better for me.
Will I run from them? Run
Love
from
is
them.
temporary, you know?
I hear them calling me.
You know?
Will I answer?
Gotta stay
Answer.
focused, you understand me?
I see them chasing me.
Watch your
Will
step.
I run from them?
Don't go walking in the
Run
cemetery.
from them.
Wind up a ghost.
Niggas wanna hate on us, niggas be envious. I know why they hating on us, cause the style so fabulous. I'ma be real on us, nobody got nothing on us. Girls be all on us, from London back down to the US. We rockin', that's contagious, monkey business outrageous. Just confess your girl admits that we the shit. FRESH, we fresh, GEF, that's right, we different. We definite, BEP, we reppin' it. So, turn me up, turn me up, turn me up. Come on, baby, just pump it. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it. And side. Yo, yo. Turn up the radio, blast your stereo right now. This joint is sizzling right. You check this out right here. Dude wanna hate on us, dude need to ease on up. Dude wanna act on gut, but dude get shut like Flavor Chuck. Chick say she ain't down, but chick backstage when we in town. She like men on drums, she wanna hit and run. Yeah, that's the speed, that's what we do, that's who we be.
BLACKEYEDD to the E, then the A to the S. When we play, you shake your ass. Shake it, girl. Make sure you don't break it, girl.
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.